What's good, world? It's your boy Twiz, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes of Twisdom. 5 minutes of tips and tricks to help grow your music brand. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm dropping these gems on y'all, all right? And today's episode, I want to go a little bit deep into how to network. So many artists come to me and they complain, man, Twiz, I don't know how to get my music out there. How can I get my music played? How can I create more opportunities for myself? And it's all about meeting the right people who can provide you opportunities. So to get started, I would just start finding networking events online. You'd be surprised at how many Instagram accounts, social media accounts that provide artists places to go to either display their work or to talk about issues amongst the community and the music industry. It's so many different things. One place that you really want to go online to check out any events that may either be online or in actual or at an actual venue is Eventbrite. Now, a lot of times we use Eventbrite just for like finding out parties or what may be going on, but it allows you to find out the different mixers, networking mixers, and different events that may be going on that you should be a part of. And the cool thing about Eventbrite is you can follow that organization or follow that profile on Eventbrite, and anytime they post any of the events that you may like to go to, you're notified and you're among the first people to get tickets to go to these events. Another online platform that you want to make sure that you check out for all these different things, of course, Instagram. Instagram for me has done wonders. Like, you follow pages like this or this page as well. These are accounts that specifically dish out information to artists to help better them, because again, the industry is only as strong as we are, the people who are in the industry. So if we're more educated, if we're more informed, if we're more connected, it will allow us more opportunities to really get each other out there and provide good music. Another tool that you can use for online networking is Discord. So many different people have a Discord where you can put information, share information, you participate in different events and things, meetups, all kinds of stuff is in a Discord. So a lot of times you want to get these people together, you just get them all in one place. Create a Discord where you can share any information that you may want to do. Now, when you're networking, you're probably thinking about what are some tools that I can bring to help people get in touch with you or contact with you. It's QRC codes. Now, you remember I talked about the social media scan codes, but you can actually have little pieces of paper or posters or flyers or even merch that has a QRC code that takes people to your website, take you to a video, take you to all kinds of things, because it's all about how they can reach you. Now, this tool may seem ancient, but I was literally at an event where everybody was passing these out, and that's business cards. I mean, I used to have a bunch of business cards at the end of the day. I stopped doing it because a lot of times people would just take the business cards and toss them. And it's kind of was just a waste of money, being that everything is digital now and this is how we operate. But there are people and places that still do it. And what I usually use is a book to slide the business cards in. So that way, if I need somebody, I can just flip through my business cards to see what person, what I may need for which person do I need to contact. Okay. Now, a digital form of that is using an Excel spreadsheet. All right. So a lot of times when I do events or I go to events, I create my own spreadsheet to where people can fill out and put their contact. And the cool thing about that is because it's in the Google Docs, it's in the Google suite, that anybody can just, with that link, can just put in their contact information and it can continuously be filled out. And on top of that, if you give other people access to this spreadsheet, and you're now building a whole community to where people are providing emails, contact information that you stored to where you can reach out to people. I know sometimes as artists, we have an anxiety on talking to different people, and sometimes going into a room can be really overwhelming. I actually recently went to an event where I went by myself. I went into this event and I didn't know anybody there. And it's even worse when culturally, if it's more other people than people that you're used to being around, that can also be overwhelming in itself. But what you need to do first when you go into a room where you may not know what's going on is first read the room. Walk around the room, just kind of see what what things are going on, what may be what's going on, what are people maybe doing, are they talking about something important? And sometimes you kind of eavesdrop when you walk by to hear the type of lingo or the type of things that they are talking about in there. So that way, when you approach somebody, you don't seem like you don't fit in, because you don't want to look like you don't fit in into a room of people, and you don't want to offend anybody, or you don't want to seem like you're sticking out like a sore thumb. So you want to make sure you scan the room, listen to conversations, and kind of think about what you may want to say before you reach out to somebody. Now, a default for me, when I really don't know what to say about somebody, give out compliments. People love to be complimented, and you can just find something genuine that you like. Don't say something like that you don't really mean, but just find one piece of article of clothing or something that this person is doing that you can comment on and compliment for them to do that to break the ice. My second tip, if you're trying to break the ice at a networking event, is go over by the food and the drinks. Why? Because everybody's going to go get food, everybody's going to get drink, and guess what? If you see somebody with a plate, hey, how's the food taste? Or, hey, how's the drink? If somebody has tea, is that tea sweet? And they'll say yes or no, and then that can start a conversation right there. Because again, as I mentioned before in my other 5 minutes of wisdom, sometimes it's not your music which will help you get into these doors. Sometimes it's just a connection that you have with the person. Always take selfies. Now, I broke my own rule last time because I was just so focused on networking and stuff, but always take photos, because that's a documentation that you were there and that you worked with them and that you started a relationship. So that way, years later or some time later, you can go back and be like, hey, remember when we was at this event where we first met? And not only that, if you meet a lot of people at certain events, you're going to forget what they look like. You're going to forget what they might have been wearing. You're going to forget some people. It's just natural. We can only fit so much in the brain. So I hope these tips help you with your next networking event to be prepared to just connect with other people and start the journey to find other opportunities for you guys. It's been another episode of 5 Minutes of Twisdom. It's your boy Twiz. I'm out. Certified.